Today truly is the darkest day. We did not receive any console mods in Baldur's Gate 3 this week, and I think I know why. But I also want to provide some other updates because there's a lot of mods that just got released that I know a lot of people were requesting and talking about, so just want to give, I guess, some good news with the bad news that there's no console mods. Now, the reason I think that no console mods got released this week is, if you recall, last week we got Evelyn's Sweetheart here, this shotgun mod. Now, not many, if any, got to try out this mod because it was crashing games. So they obviously had to take a break from releasing mods to address some of the issues with crashing, because this mod for some reason was causing crashes. Now on PC it also is always out for some reason, which I don't know, I like the way it looks whenever you got it in hand all the time, but it does lead to some funny animations, as some people are pointing out in previous videos. But I do think that the reason we did not get any console mods this week is they're trying to iron out any of the kinks that may have come with mods like this. And we also got an update on Facebook that there was some issues with creators or players that have over 100 mods downloaded. So please refer to Appendix A here, a Baldur's Gate 3 Facebook post, where we're shipping a console-only hotfix in the near future that aims to prevent instability and reduced performance and crashes while playing with more than 100 mods on console. Now, I just got a question. Who is playing with more than 100 mods on console? If you are, please let me know, because I think that's pretty wild given the amount of mods that are currently available on console. But while we recommend only installing the mods you know you'll continue playing with, to maximize stability, this hotfix will limit the amount of mods that you can have enabled on console. In the meantime, we recommend not enabling more than 100 mods on console to avoid running into any issues. We'll be sharing information with you very soon. Now, I am a Giga freak and I have 300 plus mods installed. On PC, it usually can handle it. I actually have only had crashes with the Origin Mirror mod, which is now also on console, believe it or not. I did not think that that mod would come for quite some time. But I don't have any issues because simply PC runs a little differently, so it doesn't cause any issues. However, on console, 100 plus mods, that seems to be the limit, so they will be releasing a hotfix to help address that, because I know some people have been commenting on my videos saying that when they downloaded a bit more mods, there's a lot of issues that are starting to arise. So you'll have to kind of think critically, maybe even watch my videos where I review the mods that have been released to console to determine if you think it is something that you want. Now, another thing I want to address too is whenever you make a save file, so if you go to save your game, if you save that mod, or the mods that you have in your current save file will be brought back from the dead if you try to remove them. So it's best to test mods out. I would recommend in batches of 3 to make sure that you like the mods first and foremost. So I just want to cover that first because I know there's some people talking about this, but not a lot of people follow them on Facebook, and for some reason only this update is on Facebook. So yeah, I just want to help address that. But we also got a really big update here with a few mods that a lot of people really want to see. First one being extra encounters. This just got released on PC 1 day ago. So this is very, very new. This mod was made by Mod. They also have another mod that I will be talking about, but what this does is in Act 1 and 2 and soon to be 3, there's more enemies in encounters, or extra encounters. There's also a mod that adds more enemies in the fights that you get basically in the game. So this will add more XP, more fights, different encounters, and it helps make the game more challenging whenever we're playing with multiple characters. I know a lot of people are using the increased party size mod. With that, it makes things a whole lot easier. So now having more encounters to fight against, I know this mod has been highly requested for quite some time, so to see this come to console is really nice because, hey, let's face it, some of us have played through Baldur's Gate 3 10 plus times, and going through and basically being able to play blindfolded and knowing where the enemies are going to be, that's kind of where I'm at, and I'm sure some of you watching are also at that point. So this just gives us so much more to fight against, and that's something that I think is incredible. And hopefully we'll see more mods like this, because just being able to fight different encounters and trying out different encounter mods, I think that opens up the replayability of this game like tenfold. So yeah, the extra encounters mod, this is really big. XP rebalance 2 is another mod they made. But in addition, there's also more enemies mod, and you take 1 goblin, it becomes 3. So basically what it is anytime that there's an encounter in the base game, there may now be a second or third enemy that you'll have to fight. So this, like you can see here, the Nautiloid fight, which is infamous for only having like 3 imps here. There's now multiple imps. There's 5 there. There's 6 there that I can see. So this will double, or not always double from my experiences here, but adds more fights to the game. And this is just fun because, especially again, for us that have played this game many times and know these fights, to face them with more difficulty is really great. Also, I previously talked about the Tactician Enhanced mod. This mod was made by Pixelbytes, who made the increased party size mod. This one just got released to to PC a few days, or about a week ago. And then what this does is you can scale the enemy's health and actions and bonus actions depending on how many party size that you have, or you can just scale it up at will. So there's a bunch of presets as well if you want, like just increases the amount of party size. If you have 8, the enemies will get double actions. So this goes really well with the increased extra encounters and extra mini bosses, as well as the more enemies in basic fights. So more enemies in your normal encounters, more encounters, and extra health for all of them. This can make a true honor mode, I guess, honored mod mode, because a lot of people enjoy honor mode, obviously, and rightfully so. The extra difficulty is really fun, but we can make it even more difficult. So I've known a lot of people have been asking for mods like these, so we now have an answer on that, thanks to Rela Mod, as well as Pixelbytes for putting all this together. So shout out to them for doing an incredible job with this. Another mod that I really want to talk about is the Scantily Camp outfit. This was previously only on Nexus mods. Now, I can only show you this outfit. I will show you what it looks like in the game because I do have some of them equipped because I like this mod myself. So here's the Night Song's armor mod. So it adds a bunch of camp clothing to the game that you can always make your character show there. And what's nice about this too is with the Favor and Colors mod, these all can be dyed different colors. So you can see, you can add whatever you really want to make your character look like. You can now make that happen. However, I can't show you all of these because reasons, but just know there's a lot of great options here. So I'm a big fan of this mod just because it adds literally some great outfits. You can see here where you can use your imagination, guys. Yeah, there's a lot of cool ones, even the Oathbreaker armor, the Ballist armor. Many of these armor pieces are, as the name implies, you can imagine what they look like, but yeah, it's cool. Dream Guardian armor. I wish I could show you guys these, but yeah, you can understand. But you can check out the this mod by Cross Crusade on Mod.io if you want a little bit more detail on what this will look like. But I guess I'll switch my character back into the pajamas. Hopefully we'll see the some more clothing mods come, but to see this get added is huge. So yeah, that's a big one. Also, there's mods that add, I know a lot of people have been asking for glasses for Gale, but we got glasses for everyone's favorite vampire here, Astarion. So mod made by Lizzer Fizzer here, and yeah, gives Astarion a more sophisticated look. Now, some people don't know this, but Astarion in the lore was previously a magistrate. So yeah, he's now got goggles to match it. So I think that's cool. There's a weird lack of no glasses in this game. Like I noticed that's something that people have been asking for, but I feel like eventually we will get some glasses mods. I know there is some that are on PC that haven't made their way to the in-game mod manager yet, but what that will look like, as you can see here on my character here, just went into the character creator, boom, isn't that fancy? Aviators. There's some other versions of them as well. This is from this is online, a Nexus mod, so hopefully we'll see this come to console eventually. But yeah, that's listed as a piercing. So we also got some other mods that add different things from like Dark Souls, which is cool. And you can see obviously I got a giant lightsaber there. So these mods have been added. Things like Master Chief outfit I don't think will get added to the mod manager, but I'm also curious if we'll see something like this lightsaber mod make its way to console. I'm not certain because no one wants to pick a fight with the mouse. Of being an intellectual property of another company, it makes it a little bit difficult. Things like the Guts Greatsword as well. I know a lot of people wanted that mod. It was one of the first ones that was released on PC, and we haven't seen it in the in-game mod manager yet, so I'm not too sure what will happen there. Also, like Dante's sword. For some reason, Shadowheart uses the shotgun to fight. Whoa, yeah, that's strange. I don't know why that happens like that, but she has, you can see here, Dante's sword equipped. But I digress. There's also mods now to add a tutorial skip. So this adds a few spells that let you teleport to Shadowheart, so you can let her free, and then you can do the us section of the game. And then there's another spell that'll teleport you to the beach and skipping the cutscene at the end of that. And then it also has some changes here, like you can go right to Withers and get that ability to respec your character. There's also some intellectual devourers. You can just instantly kill them whenever you appear there. So there's a mod that just makes it so that you can get through the start of the game. For people that played this game many times, you could do, again, this part blindfolded. So to be able to skip it, there's other skip mods, but this one's more developed than others that I've seen. Also, this is a huge mod. This is made by Sumra Daganath. So this adds a bunch of fighter subclasses to the game. I've previously actually covered these because they were on Nexus mods, but being now in the in-game mod manager and not requiring the script extender is huge. So what these look like, you can see here, we got incredible choices. So things like the Arcane Archer, the Banneret, the Psy Warrior, which is almost like a Battle Master but psychic focused, the Rune Knight, using runes to empower their attacks, the Samurai. So many people have been asking for the Samurai subclass. We got it. So that's huge. And also the Brute, which is a simple warrior who relies on mighty attacks and their own durability to overcome the enemies. Some brutes combine this physical might with tactical cunning. Others just hit things until those things stop hitting back. So yeah, Brute, and also the Cavalier class. So we now see these all now in the in-game mod manager. I wasn't certain because this mod previously required the script extender and some other things to get it to work. But they even said it has the ability to work with 5e spells or even mistress spells. So that's huge. And the script extender functionality has been removed. They made some changes to this, but you can see here lots of great subclasses. They did a great job with this mod. I can't say enough good things about it. They also made some mods for the Barbarian and for the Monk. So seeing this all come to console one day ago, or come to PC one day ago, this is a really great sign that we'll see this hopefully come to console down the road. A lot of these mods I'm covering are very new, so I just wanted to point these out because I know some people are just curious what is coming down the pipeline. No ETA on when these will come, as they're brand new. It will probably take some time before we see them. Another one I wanted to focus on, the Green Knight. So this is a subclass that's similar to the Eldritch Knight, but you instead get Druid cantrips and Druid spells. So it's pretty fancy. I think this is a cool one. I know a lot of people will like this class because people have been asking for it. So Samurai and the Green Knight are both now available in PC's mod manager, hopefully coming soon to a console near you. But yeah, that is really cool. And one last thing I wanted to touch on is the Arbiter of Fate class. This is an interesting one. I'll just show you briefly all the class mods that I got installed. I got a ton of them. I even re-downloaded Baldur's Gate 3 and downloaded a ton of them back because there's some cool ones. I know some people want the Jujutsu Kaisen Sorcerer. I got that. It's in the mod manager. But Arbiter of Fate. So this works on the edge of luck and failure. Their magic is often based on probabilities and chances. These mysterious creatures stand at the crossroads of fate, balancing both light and darkness. You always have to pay for their magic. So there's cool cantrips like the Arbiter. Obviously, it's going to be a strong class. So hit an opponent, they'll get 3 to 30 necrotic damage, and you'll heal for that amount. If the opponent passes the check, he'll receive 2 necrotic damage, and the caster will receive 3 to 30 units of damage. So you can hurt yourself with that too. So it's an interesting one. Take only the half damage from piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing attacks for 5 turns. Veil of Fate, and then you got some different cantrips here. You got the Breath of Fate, gives you a healing spell. Draw Magic, Fairy Fire. This is an interesting one. I think it's cool. Anytime that we get some more classes that just offer some new things to the game, I'm a fan of that. So it's nice to see this class giving many different options here. So yeah, just want to highlight that one there. But yeah, the big exciting ones, more enemies in our base encounters, more difficulty, and then a ton of new classes to try it out, like the ton of new fighter subclasses. So just want to highlight some of the things that will hopefully be coming to console down the road, just because I know this has been a tough week. I've heard the comments loud and clear. Some people are very unhappy with Larian. Larian's doing the best they can, guys. I just want to give a big shout out to Larian Studios. There's not many games that have console mods. The big reason being is the eco space of PlayStation and even Xbox is very difficult to develop around. I don't know if you guys recall back in the PlayStation 3 days, but the PlayStation 3 was like nigh impossible to develop games for, and that's when Microsoft kind of took a lead there in the console war. But yeah, they're doing huge things for us. It's not easy to add console mods, and the thing is, it's external assets. People were saying Baldur's Gate 3 mods won't get external assets. Sony doesn't allow that. We now have external assets. We had them from literally the first console drop. So Larian, in order to have that, has to test these all and make sure they pass. Yes, there are some issues with some of the testing. Of course, there's always going to be issues. It's a very unpredictable platform to test for. So sometimes I let through some mods that I know people have been really wanting. I know a lot of people really wanted a gun mod. So to be able to get that was really nice. but unfortunately there's always going to be issues that arise. So yeah, we will get more mods in the future. Baldur's Gate 3 is going to have a shelf life of 100 years, guys, so we're going to see lots of great things come. And if you really are dying for mods, PC has a ton of them, and you can even go beyond the mod manager. I have a ton of easy guides to show you how to do Nexus mods if you really want to go PC. And plus, this game just plays really good on a keyboard and mouse. But I just want to give some positivity because there's some good things coming. Just got to be a little patient, and we'll hopefully see these things soon. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an incredible day. Please hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next video.